The conquering heroes, and they call home the Big House. Bathed in maize and blue, welcome to Ann Arbor, home of the Michigan Wolverines. And while today is the final home game of the season for one team, it is more importantly a celebration, Senior Day, as we'll see the number 8 team in the country, the Ohio State Buckeyes, taking on a fellow Big Ten foe, the Michigan Wolverines. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. The Wolverines will kick it away first. It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. You think the fans are ready for this one? The booth's shaking underneath us, guys. Power football with the run. Got room in the 35. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
Yeah, and there you go again. Ohio State bringing the ground game. They typically do that, Reese. That's pretty normal for them.
They've built their entire program around it. Archie Griffin, 2-time Heisman Trophy winner. You go back to Hopalong Cassidy. I mean, the Buckeyes love to run the ball no matter how many times they spin the magic beat. Really important for a ranked team going into a hostile environment like this one not to give the underdog reason to believe.
Yes, reason to believe, and don't give the fans reason to get jacked up and excited. Come out early, be in a business mode mindset.
You got to start fast. You got to have a sense of urgency. You cannot come sleepwalking into an environment like this, because if you do and you make some mistakes, this crowd will pounce on you and seize momentum. They needed only 1 yard. Good job by the offensive line, getting just enough push to keep this drive alive.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. They try to get it outside on the left. Still running at the 40. Got a lot of running room. Touchdown, Buckeyes! And once he found some daylight, it was time to make a house call.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. Fair catch called for and made. On first down, here comes this offense. They'll give it to the back. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and handing the ball off.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Looking for a man. It's Orji. Feeling some heat. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. The colors of the day were maize and blue when Michigan won a close one last year.
It was Ohio State leaving the stadium feeling blue after that one, too. The way that Michigan enforced their will late in that game. They were the most physical team when they needed to be, and, David, they're going to have to do that again to pull out this W.
Yeah, and it doesn't matter if you're the coach at Ohio State and you won every game on your schedule, but you lose the minute.
And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
Man, this home crowd was so jacked up, so excited to finally get the football after giving up points on the first drive and having to be quiet. Now they're quiet again. How about the defense coming in here, shutting this crowd up early and doing their job?
Spin, still running. Found a little running room on that one. Picked up some nice blocks before he's run out of bounds. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. David, they'd love to do what they did last time and put this one in the end zone.
You ain't lying. They did a great job. The offense was clicking. Everything went well, Palmer. They executed and got the touchdown.
And they really were in a nice rhythm as well. And I'd love to see that here on the next drive, too. Just keep doing what you're doing. Everything seems to be working, and you seem to have this defense on their heels.
They'll put the brakes on him at the 21, give him a yard.
Oh, man, there's some big hitting going on in the trenches right now. This defense, they take a lot of pride in stopping the run. Let's keep our eye on them throughout the course of the game and see if they can contain this running attack.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Right back to the well. They'll give him maybe one on the play. It's down to the 20.
This offensive line better figure out a plan for this D tackle. He is tough to block with one guy. You might want to start double teaming him. He's going to be a problem moving forward. You saw all of his ability on that last play.
3rd down, and this crowd will blow out a vocal cord to help this defense. Dropping back, it's Howard. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to take the 3. They pick the spot. It's going to be about a 37-yard attempt. No good. And the margin is still 7 after the miss, guys. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some first downs. Get some positive momentum.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. The give to the back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, the offense is trying to run the counter play into the boundary. Those pulling linemen, though, actually led extra linebackers to the point of attack, and as a result, they were able to get a tackle for loss.
A 3rd and long coming up here. He wants to throw it. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. And the Wolverines will call on their punt team.
And that's a play on 3rd down. This offense just has to do a better job protecting their quarterback. Give him a split second more time to complete that throw, but they couldn't do it there.
He'll settle for some pretty good field position and make the fair catch at around the 35. Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. We talk about settling for points, but sometimes when you have to settle for nothing, David, it can be demoralizing.
Yeah, and it can definitely be frustrating. And I think it leads you to say maybe I'd go for it more. But, Jesse, I think this offense just needs to put another drive together and just finish strong.
Yeah, and be a little bit less predictable, too, especially as they get closer and closer down to the end zone.
Using the back as a receiver on the screen. They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back.
Really nice throw there to get the first down. And, you know, when you think about Ohio State quarterback play, especially here recently, it all comes down to efficiency. You have to make good decisions. You got to read the defense, and you got to be accurate. When you think of guys like Justin Fields, C.J. Stroud, guys who went in the first round, that's what they did. And this guy right here, I think he has the ability to be a first-rounder in the future.
There's so many great rivalries in college football, guys, but I think this one, because of the disdain and the excellence, sort of rises to the top.
Yeah, I mean, listen, there are great rivalries scattered all around this country. In-state rivalries, interconference rivalries, a great history, great pageantry. But I think what makes Ohio State versus Michigan unique is the fact that more often than not, These are two teams competing for national championships at the end of the year, and this game really does determine the national landscape.
And 19 national championships between the two teams. Late in the year, it always mattered. You go back to 2006, number 1 versus number 2. So always disdain, always hate. Don't even call each other by their names. Like, this rivalry means so much to college football.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided, on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
And the running back didn't get much there. Nice job by the defense. You can tell they're focused in on this running back, on this run game, being physical, getting knockbacks, and limiting his carries.
Leaves it with the running back. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, Ohio State 7, Michigan 0.
Now facing a third down as they come back to the line after the break. They'll try to run for it. And his molars are probably rattling after that big hit, but he did get the first down.
And that's so tough as a defense because they only got to get inches. But I got to find a way to somehow get a knockback, stop the running back's feet. Right there, I couldn't do it. He gets downhill just enough, and he gets the first down.
It's a good job, too, there on third down by the offense because a major statistic in football in terms of winning and losing is how good are you at staying on the field, keeping drives alive. Whether it's third and long or third and inch, you just have to go execute. They do it.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Give to the running back. Pickup of 1. It's down at the 11.
The big defensive tackles in the middle, they're not always the best pass rushers, but they are strong, and I say country strong. When they put their hands on you, you feel it. They lock people out on the line of scrimmage. They create separation. They wrap running backs up, and usually they don't get out of the midst of those big boys.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Yeah, I think the running back kind of went rogue on that last running play. I'm not sure it was designed to go that direction. He tried to make it happen on his own. Unfortunately, ended up losing yards.
Didn't make him sweat at all. It's good. And that will extend their lead even further. They were able to get a field goal on the board, and now they'll kick it away.
0.
From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. The deficit here is just 10 points, David, so a chance to answer here.
Plenty of time left in this football game. No need to panic. This offense just has to put a couple drives together. And listen, the defense will get this back and get some stop follow and get you the football back.
And I think here too, David, you have an opportunity to keep the pressure on the opponent. Yeah, they just went down and scored, but you score here, and this game's still tight. You keep their feet to the fire, so an opportunity here to keep applying that pressure.
And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the first down. See that maze in blue, and you expect tough-minded, hard-nosed running attacks.
I expect big, physical, huge linemen that don't like people, that are going to move them out of the way and do just this, what we did right here. Move the sticks, get first downs on the ground. That's who Michigan is.
These two first squared off in 1897, and this rivalry is almost like a history of the sport itself.
So much history, so much tradition. I mean, I can go back to 2006 when they were 1-2 in the country. You know, like, these games really matter. The uniforms are clean. The athletes are flowing. There's tons of athletes all over the place. This is always a huge showdown.
And you think about some of the great coaches that have graced the sidelines in this rivalry. Bo Schembechler at Michigan and Woody Hayes at Ohio State. And it's amazing.
And there was nowhere to go for this quarterback, and down he goes.
Awesome job by the defense. Not only getting the fast quarterback on the ground, but understanding what he wants to do. He can take off. I got to make sure I got good pursuit angles, and I got to make sure I build rails. I can't let him outside. I got to keep him in the pocket. He tries to get outside. They get the sack and get a huge loss on that play.
Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here, Dylan.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
The run from the shotgun. And he's brought down after a nice game. The Buckeyes, really the entire state, they pride themselves on toughness. Establishing the ability to run the ball when they want to has always been important here.
Part of that Midwest lifestyle, but when you're Ohio State, you recruit at such a high level. You're going to get great offensive linemen, great running backs, so it's not a surprise that they're usually a physical unit.
As we reach the 2-minute warning, they'll need to try to get a stop to keep this thing from getting out of hand. From the 44-yard line, the offense snaps it on first down. Snap it to the back. Fakes his man out. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on first down. And you want to create second and short, third and short, or just get first downs like that run right there.
They're going to ride this running back. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
When you're a defense, it is stop the run first. That is your first responsibility. It makes the whole game easy. Right now, they got it going on the ground. The defense is going to change something up. These little tiny dink and dunk, dink and dunk. You keep doing this, they'll go all the way down the field on you, so you might want to get a little bit more aggressive.
They're trying to get to it. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
It's hard throwing in the pocket, man. You got bodies and 300-pound dudes falling all over the place. They're trying to hit you. That time, the pressure got to him, and they forced the incompletion.
It's a makeable field goal from the 29-yard line. Let's see how aggressive they are on 3rd and long. That's caught. It's Smith.
Right there, I think you need a better play call. You got to help your quarterback out a little bit because the throw's got to at least make it to the sticks. On that last play, you're basically trusting the guy to make a few dudes miss in order to go pick up that first down. I think you need to start being a bit more aggressive here when these third downs present themselves.
Well, they're certainly not out of field goal range here, but they want to try to pay off this drive with a touchdown. They'll go for it on 4th. Trying to pick up the first out of the backfield. He stopped just short of the goal line at the 1. An explosive play has him set up.
Well, to heck with being conservative, right? I mean, that essentially would have just been a chip shot field goal with where they were on that 4th down. But they decide to go for it, throw it. They're looking for 6. They're going for a touchdown. They are being aggressive.
With the run on 1st and goal. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Ohio State. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. Dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Wants to throw. It's Orji. Going for the big play. Intercepted. Going the other way, and he's got room. And the senior just took that one out of the air and sends it the other way.
Not all DBs make the play at the end, right? They can bat the ball down. They can be in position but they don't really secure the football. Great job by the DB securing the football and forcing the turnover.
Looking to move it through the air. He lobs one high down the left side. It's incomplete, and they tried to finish this quarter with a bang and couldn't quite connect. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. And the Buckeyes will boot it away to start the second half. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. They come into this third quarter with a lot of work they need to get done.
Yeah, and it starts with this possession. And I'm going piece by piece, and this is coach speaking. Very simple. I score. I get a stop. I score. I can get back in this game, but it's got to be one drive at a time.
It's going to have to be, but I think the mindset offensively is we're probably going to have to score every time we get it because our defense has been struggling. They have not been getting a lot of stops, so this is a critical drive here for this offense.
Cross the 30 out to the 33 and gains 4 on the play.
Listen, that wasn't the greatest run in the world, but it was very successful, and you're making me honor the run. And another thing, every time you run the football, someone gets tackled. There's physicality involved in the game. So I like when offenses commit to the running the football, no matter what the outcome is, because those body blows do add up.
Picks up 1. Now, 4th down.
The Wolverines send out the punt unit. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. He'll wave for the fair catch and haul it in at the 25. Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. Goes to the option. Surges across the 30, out to the 32, a 6-yard run.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
6-yard pickup on first down, leaves them with 2nd and 4. Here's the handoff. Found a little space, and he's got 4 to the 35. The Buckeyes headed quickly to the line. Whoops, someone moved a little bit early. Offense going to pick up a 5-yard penalty. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Now this offense facing a 3rd and long from their own 30. Dropping back, it's Howard. Good timing on the quick out. Still on his feet at the 45. Off he goes. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Buckeyes! And the pummeling has started. Ohio State is dotting Michigan's eye as the Buckeyes are firmly in control.
And Ohio State, they've let a few get away from their rival in Michigan, and they're trying to get that back. So they came into this one with a chip on their shoulder. They're not always used to being in that position when they play against Michigan. But, David, in the second half here, it's all Buckeyes.
Yeah, and you know you got to be physical. When you play the Wolverines, you know the type of brand that they play. Ohio State has matched that physicality. They have been ready. They were ready for the game, and they've handled business.
Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. They face a pretty tall mountain here, Jesse, down 24, but if they're going to climb it, this is a good time to start. And it's intercepted. A turnover for the defense. Taking it the other way. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
Zone equals eyes. When I say that, DBs, linebackers, all covering the middle of the field. So many guys over the middle of the field trying to take away the easy stuff, but reading the quarterback's eyes the whole time. Whenever he breaks to throw that.
Touchdown, Ohio State! And the punishment has been extended. Now they've got a little breathing room. They are in firm control of this game, guys, but you never want to let up in a rivalry game.
Because it only takes one play. We know how much of a factor momentum can be in these types of rivalry games, David, so this game's still far from over.
And this is where my leadership and my experience comes into play. When you got guys that have been through these fires, been through these rivalry games, you know the swings happen quick. Now you got to swing it back your way.
He'll call for the fair catch here. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback.
And he's running in the open. And they pick up a better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws, but just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
Looking for room. It's Edwards. They finally make the stop, but the big run is plenty to move those sticks for the first down.
And a great job on the offensive line. If you're going to run the ball right at the middle, you better control the line of scrimmage. You can see the center, the guard, the tackles doing a good job getting on their guys just enough where this running back can get into space and make the big gain.
Quarterback on the keeper. Really nice stop there from this senior leader.
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense. Understand, listen, that QB is a threat. And they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker to the ground.
To throw, it's Orji. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he sprints to the end zone. Touchdown, Michigan. What a run for this playmaker to just elude the defense and get in for the score.
And I tell you what, defensively, you can't let this guy get on the edges. You cannot give up contain when your defensive ends. You got to stay outside. You got to make sure you know this guy's going to scramble and try to make plays, and you got to make sure you keep him in the pocket.
On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23.
Offense will take over. First and 10.
Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
Quarterback wants to throw on second down. Pulls it in. It's Judkins. Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. Looking for space. It's Henderson. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
It's the MO of this offense, and they really put a lot on the offensive line to go out and really try and establish their dominance and their assertiveness, and they've done a good job of that early in this game, running the football.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Quarterback keeps it. Got enough for the first. Oh, what a big play for this offense as they get it to the 33-yard line. The stress that a guy who can run that fast puts on a defense, even if it's a pass play, he has them on edge all the time.
Oh, the D coordinator. This guy gives him nightmares every night leading up to this game because if you don't have people accounting for him and your eyes go to the wrong place or someone's out of position, that dude is gone.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. The Buckeyes are moving quickly down the field. Try to get it to the edge. Trying to impose their will on the ground as he stopped after a 5-yard pickup to the 33.
Hey, how about it? How about the old toss play, all right? QB catches the ball, tosses it to the running back. Listen, it's got to be thrown out in front of him so he can continue to run, and then the offensive line has to do a really good job of getting the edge so he can get north and south. Used to see that play a ton back in the day. You just don't see much of it anymore.
He works his way down to the 30-yard line before he stopped a gain of 3.
3rd down coming. That's the end of the 3rd quarter of play. With the score, Ohio State 31, Michigan 7.
Now facing a 3rd down as they line up after the break. Looking downfield, it's Howard. Buys a little extra time. He can't make the connection. It'll be incomplete. He can scramble but couldn't create anything there.
Yeah, and 3rd and short, they choose not to run, throw the football, and I think a lot of that has to do with they know they're in field goal range. They can take the 3 points on the board.
They already have a comfortable lead up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Keeps looking downfield. Outside the pocket, lets it go. He throws back across his body, and it's picked off.
The most frustrating thing I see in football is when teams give up and they quit and they wave the white flag. It drives me nuts. You're on the field. Your job is to stop them. It doesn't matter what the scoreboard is. It doesn't matter how much time is left. Keep fighting. Keep grinding. You never know what can happen. Maybe you get hot. Maybe you make an all-time comeback.
Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. Coming after him. Going to try to get it himself.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there. So instead of throwing it away and getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
2nd down, and they need 9 from their own 10. He's looking to throw. Now rolling to the left. And down he goes back at the 3.
Defensively, you got them backed up. There's 2 options that they're going to do. They're going to run the football and be conservative, or they're going to try to take shots down the field. They tried to take a shot. Defense was ready. Nice pass rush. Way to get to the QB and get after that sucker.
On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. And he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's pass, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback. And DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
And the offense suddenly with an opportunity it couldn't have expected with a 1st and goal after the pick. They'll try to get it in with the run. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2.
You got to give the coaching staff credit because they really do focus all season long on situational football with the lead late in the game. If we're on offense, we're trying to stay in bounds. We're trying to bleed the clock. And after ripping off a really nice run, That guy knew, I've got to get down. I cannot get pushed out.
Touchdown, Buckeyes! And the beatdown has ensued. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. They got the ball in great field position, and bam, bam, 2 plays and into the end zone. Fair catch called for and made. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it, right? If you're going to be a great player, you got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to throw, it's Orji. Trying to get to it. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
And this has been one of those days you want to forget. I mean, you're getting drummed. There's no other way to put it. It's been a bad day. I'm trying to put a drive together here, maybe to just get some kind of momentum, something positive, maybe something in the locker room we can talk about that didn't go well.
Well, a lot of things haven't gone right for him. You saw an incompletion right there. It's been offense, it's been defense. They just haven't been able to click and get into a rhythm here. And now they're playing catch-up, and you know they're going to be throwing at each and every play here in the 4th quarter.
Makes a move. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. They'll try the toss to the left. At midfield, he's got room. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.
And the defense down in this game, they just can't do anything to stop this offense at this point, David. Right now, they know they're going to be trying to run the football and try and ice the game, but there's nothing at this point it seems they can do.
Yeah, and it's frustrating. I got to sell out, man. I got to bring as many guys to the line of scrimmage as I can. I got to find a way to get this ball back to my offense. The clock is not my friend, and them running the football is only going to run this thing out quicker. I got to find a way to make something happen, strip the football, do something.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend. And he'll be taken down, but he does have enough for the first down.
Really been impressed by the balance we've seen from this offense so far in the game, but I think you got to give a lot of the credit to the running game because it's been able to freeze these defenses, it's helped set up play action. They've been physical at the point of attack. I think that really has been the key force for this offense so far, having the success they've had.
An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. There's a difference between being methodical and thorough and slow. They were slow, and they got the flag. First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. Takes a handoff. It's Henderson. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense is that much closer to salting away a victory. Now on 2nd down. From the gun, running back on the move. Couple of guys there to get him on the ground.
And that's another productive run. This offense has had a bunch of them today, and the running back, I think this lead was built on this guy. He's done a great job all game long, setting the tone, and I think that's why this offense has been successful.
Here comes 3rd and short from the 24, and this offense does not want to send out the field goal unit. He'll keep it himself. They were all over him, nowhere to go as that 3rd down play turned into a disaster.
How about the defensive end understanding football, understanding that I got to keep outside contained. I'm responsible for the quarterback. Good job playing his responsibility. And how about getting that sucker on the ground? He's a pretty good athlete to be able to corral him, tackle him right in the middle of the field, and get him to the ground.
One for two on fourth down attempts so far, and we will get a third attempt here. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. They got him. It's a sack, and what a stop for this defense to turn it over on down.
You know, there are a lot of people watching this game that are thinking to themselves, where's the sportsmanship? You're blowing this team out. Why are you going for it on fourth down? Why not just punt, give it back, and just leave?
He'll take the deep shot. And this one will be ruled incomplete. Made the catch, but just couldn't stay in bounds.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
Pressure coming. Catch in the middle. It's Bell. He's brought down. Solid pickup, but a little bit short of the first down. Timeout called by the offense. 24 seconds left on the clock.
In other scores around the country, Slippery Rock 49, Gannon University 24.
As they come to the line on third and short from the 43, I wonder if they already know they'll go for it if they don't make it here. Grab near the marker. It's Morris. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
It's tough on the defense there. Third down, you're in zone coverage. Everybody's watching the quarterback, and you're trying to make a break on the ball, but he just got it out of his hands too quickly, and the throw was too accurate. Really nothing you can do there, and it's now a fresh set of downs.
Got a man. It's Edwards. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. That one's sort of like a shooter in basketball, just needing to see one go through the net, isn't it, David? Just get a completion to your guy and pick up some yardage.
Build some confidence, because your confidence throwing the ball over the middle of the field and in tight windows, probably not at all.
Another interception. That's his fourth of the day. He'll try to take it back. The 20. And with the interception, he'll take it all the way back. Touchdown, Ohio State.
Ohio State.
Dude, you didn't think it could get any worse, right? You thought this game's over as it is anyways. Offense still throwing the football, still trying to make plays, and the defense just continues to pour it on, gets the pick, makes its way all the way to the end zone.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. One more play to pad the stats. He wants to throw. Getting some heat. Hit as he throws. And the pass falls to the ground, and the ball game is over. You know what's great about rivalry games? Each side hates every wretched breath the other one sucks into their greedy lungs. Figuratively speaking, of course. And when you win, is that sweet.
It's glorious to be able to brag, to be able to text message your buddies, to be able to post stuff on social media. It's a lot of fun. I think fans like it more than anybody, but it's something that every year you have a couple games start. This was one of them, Jesse. They took care of business, and now you move on to the next.
They really did. We saw some great individual efforts in this